This is Boston Jimmy live here from the Capitol in Washington, D.C., Stogie Press. We're at the Save the Leaf event, major event here to protest against the FDA. We're about to listen to Glynn Loope talk about why we're here and what we're doing. So this man, he's been working with us with the CRA, and he's the one that organization, along with two others, the CAA and the IPCPCR, have been put in a lawsuit against the federal government and trying to get an injunction on this particular
Ladies and gentlemen,
bill.
can I have your attention, please? I'll have to admit, I've never given a speech in a forum like this before. I'm Glynn Loope. I'm the executive director at Cigar Rights of America. The first thing I want to do is praise the planning committee, Danny, Ryan, everybody that pulled this amazing weekend together to make this political statement. You're playing your part in the democratic process, as ugly as that can be sometimes. So I'm going to be a little bit redundant from some of the things I've said the last couple of nights, but it's worthy to say here today and in this forum. In the history of this country, the premium handmade cigar industry has never been treated the way it's being treated right now. 400 years of history. What you're smoking right now is what came out of the ground when Columbus came to the New World, when the founding fathers were on this property. What Winston Churchill smoked, it's absolutely no different. And I know this is going to be prolonged just a little bit, but it's important that everybody understand the context in why we're here. When the president signed the Tobacco Control Act, the Congress that is symbolized by the building that's behind me, never told the FDA to regulate cigars.
Never.
They went clearly beyond congressional intent. And then there were a dozen promises in the Federal Register to regulate cigars. And on April the 15th, 2011, the cigar industry went on offense and filed the original legislation to exempt premium handmade cigars and large cigars from FDA oversight. In the period of time that's happened up until this very week, 289 members of the House of Representatives, symbolized by this side of the building over here, have signed on to that bill in a very, very bipartisan context. As I put it to the Wall Street Journal not long ago, we had the only bill in Congress that had Michelle Bachmann and Charlie Rangel in the same bill, so we must be right. Yeah! 26 members of the Senate, symbolized by this side of the building, have signed on to that bill in a very, very bipartisan context. Democrats, Republicans, we all know that cigars supersede party loyalty, political party ideology. We've got people on the far, far right. We've got folks on the far, far left. We got politicians right down the middle. We've got politicians on this bill because one cigar shop made a phone call. And that legislation is alive today, and it's got 166 co-sponsors right now in the House, 21 members in the Senate. It's time to bring the bill to a vote. Yeah! Vote! Vote! And on April the 19th, the House Appropriations Committee put this bill into an appropriations measure. It's alive today. I feel confident that this side of the Capitol will pass a budget bill, hopefully when they return to work next month. And sometime between the election and the end of the year, hopefully the Senate will. The Senate is going to be an uphill battle, folks. We need every single person who is passionate about cigars in the United States of America to get on our cigarrights.org, fill out their petition to their member of Congress. They will track the yays and the nays. They need to hear your voice. Not only the voices of the people standing behind me, but voices throughout the United States. Those of you listening through social media right now, go to cigarrights.org and fill out that petition. We just topped 100,000 on it since the rule came out.
Yeah!
Yeah!
The rule. The rule. This is 499 pages of bureaucratic gibberish. 499 pages. 30 pages of this can destroy the premium cigar industry. 30 pages can bring this industry to its knees. Then in response to that, a matter of weeks ago, this lawsuit was filed just over the side of those buildings right over there in DC Circuit Court. So we got two paths to try to fix this. The courts and the Congress behind me.
Congress.
It'll be a hell of a lot easier and cheaper.
Vote them out!
But these two things are the only thing that stand between. That courthouse and this Capitol behind us are the only two things that stand between you enjoying the cigars you want and not. It's the only thing that stands between your local cigar shop potentially being in business and not. It's the only thing that stands between you sitting on your back porch enjoying the brand of your choice and not. This has to go away. This has to win. I want to regurgitate some things from last night, but I want to show it to you in writing. I want you to know that we're just not making this stuff up. One that I